Welcome to Stocks and Stacks, episode number 29. I'm your host of the most, your boy Rich from Rich TV. We are live and interactive on all devices, and we're going to talk about the mothership, which I've been talking about all year. I hope you didn't miss it. I really hope you didn't miss it. Okay. What? Save page. Hope you didn't miss it because we on fire. We're on fire with Bitcoin, and we are now at $44,000 for one Bitcoin. Congratulations for investors all over the world. What an exciting time for Bitcoin. What an exciting time for investors. And what an exciting time for me and you here live and interactive on the Bull and Bear Show. And we are going into the holidays with Bitcoin absolutely on fire. We're right at 44,000 for one Bitcoin right now. The highest it's been in a year. And I believe that we are going much, 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 much higher. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about why. We're going to talk about the Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin ETFs, Bitcoin stocks right here, right now, exclusively on the Rich TV Live podcast. And I'm just getting set up here because we're going live on all devices, and I'm really busy today, so I don't have a ton of time to be in 10 places at once. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do my best to kind of share with you guys what's happening in the markets, what I'm seeing, what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, how I'm trading. And guys, like, if you've been watching, you're probably winning because we told you about Bitcoin in 2017 when it was at $1,000 a coin. Today, Bitcoin is at $44,000 a coin. That's a 43x. 43x. If you got into Bitcoin when I first started talking about it in 2017, you were up 43 times your money. That's right. 43 times your money. So if you put in 10 grand in 2017, your 10 grand would be worth $430,000 in profit. In profit. So, told you guys. I told you guys I was bringing the heat. I wasn't joking. And it's been a phenomenal year for me as an investor. I hope it's been a phenomenal year for you. And if it hasn't, you're probably not in on Bitcoin. Because we're at 44,000 and it's absolutely on fire. And it just continues to go higher. This is extremely bullish price action. This is extremely bullish sentiment. This is the whole world saying, hey, Bitcoin is the real deal and I need to get in. I can't tell you how many people recently have been telling me that they want to get in on Bitcoin. It's becoming the thing to do. Now, why do people have to wait for Bitcoin to go up to want to get in? I have absolutely no idea. It blows my mind. More people want to buy Bitcoin now at 44,000 than wanted to buy Bitcoin when it was at 15,000, which absolutely blows my mind. I don't know why, but it is what it is. And the reality is we're at 44,000 and everybody now wants to get in for the win, as they should. As they should. Because there's a lot of winning going on. And if you're not winning on Bitcoin, you are missing out on the single greatest investment of your lifetime. Don't say I didn't warn you. I ain't trying to force you. And, it's not like I'm the government trying to force you to get vaxxed. I ain't doing that. Okay? There's no forced vax here. Okay? There's no forced Bitcoin purchasing here. But if you want to become financially free, if you want to become financially independent, if you want to get rich with your boy Rich, you probably should be in Bitcoin. Just saying. Just happens to be the single greatest investment of our lifetimes, and that is a fact. Because Bitcoin right now, as we speak, is trading up around $1 billion. 1 billion percent higher than it was when it first became an asset that you could invest in. And that's why Bitcoin is absolutely, in my opinion, the single greatest investment of our lifetimes. And it would be silly and foolish for you to sit on the sidelines and miss out on the single greatest investment of our lifetimes. I ain't trying to force you. I ain't trying to force you. I ain't telling you got to do it. You don't got to do anything, okay? You don't got to do anything. But if you care about your goals, if you care about your finances, if you care about your future, you probably want a little bit of Bitcoin. Did you know that only 1 million wallets in the world own one or more Bitcoin? And Rich TV Live, happen to be one of those wallets. That's a nice club to be a part of. The 1 million holders of at least one Bitcoin in the world club. And I'm part of that club. And I'm proud to be part of that club. That's a club that I'm proud to be a part of. Now, my question to you guys is, why are you on the sidelines? What is your reasoning? What are you thinking? Why would you stay on the sidelines and miss out on the single greatest investment of our lifetimes? I know the answer is a lot of you don't understand Bitcoin. A lot of you don't get it. A lot of you don't like it. A lot of you don't want to learn it. Everyone's got their reason, right? So I'm not here to tell you to do it. I really don't care if you do or you don't. That's not my concern. My concern is if you're sitting there and you're wondering how you're going to make more money, and you're wondering how are you going to pay your bills, and you're wondering how are you going to pay your mortgage, and you're wondering how am I going to achieve my financial goals for this year, and you don't know how, then maybe start learning about crypto, because crypto could potentially change your life. It could change your life for the better. Could help you become financially free. You could become financially independent. I know lots of people that weren't involved in Bitcoin a year ago that are involved in Bitcoin now, and they're making a killing. So why would you want to miss out on that opportunity? Why would you? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me that you'd want to miss out on that opportunity, but there are people that are missing out on it all over the place. And all I can say to you guys is too bad. Too bad. You missed out. You missed out on the greatest single investment of your lifetime. You missed out on a 43x in 5 years. It was at 1,000 in 2017. It's at 44,000 now, and I believe it's going to 50,000 a coin. Why? We've got Bitcoin ETFs coming, and the deadline is January 10th. So by January 10th, we could have 12 new Bitcoin ETFs approved. That's in about a month. We're a month away from potentially having 12 Bitcoin ETFs approved. I think that's going to be a massive catalyst for Bitcoin. In addition to that, we've got the Bitcoin halving coming, which happens every 4 years, which is always a massive catalyst for Bitcoin. I believe it will be the next massive catalyst for Bitcoin. It's already been, in my opinion, a massive catalyst for Bitcoin. People are pre-buying Bitcoin because of the Bitcoin halving, which is happening around March 24th. So we are literally months, just a few months away from the Bitcoin halving. We are a month away from Bitcoin ETFs getting approved. Those are massive, massive catalysts that could send Bitcoin to the moon. So we're not going to sit on the sidelines and miss out on that single greatest event in the history of our lifetimes. We're going to participate, and you should be participating. And if you don't know how, you should join us at richtv.io, an ecosystem built by investors for investors, where we will show you how you can set up an account, invest in Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin. I personally have my Bitcoin on a Ledger hard wallet for safekeeping. We could show you how to do that as well. So everything you need to know about Bitcoin, we can help you and guide you all the way through. Now, it's not just Bitcoin that's being affected by this. Bitcoin is affecting everything around it, including Bitcoin stocks. So let's take a look at what's going on in the overall market. All right. First and foremost, Bitcoin is my largest crypto holding. Full disclosure, I love Bitcoin, not telling you to buy it. Remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for information and education purposes. Please do your due diligence, do your research before you invest in anything we talk about or discuss. My second largest crypto holding is Ethereum, and Ethereum is also ripping. It's now at 2273. Congratulations to anyone that listened that holds Ethereum. Congratulations if you hold Ethereum. If you hold Bitcoin and you hold Ethereum, you're up and you're winning, okay? And the reality is, I feel like we're going much, 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 much higher. All right. Now, in addition to Bitcoin and in addition to Ethereum, there's a lot of assets out there that are benefiting from the price of Bitcoin going up, from cryptos going up. One of those is Robinhood. Robinhood has made a huge move here. Look at this. Robinhood has been struggling, and all of a sudden now Robinhood is alive. But why? Because Bitcoin. Robinhood is alive because of Bitcoin, because you can buy Bitcoin on Robinhood. It went down to $8, and now look at this move from $8 all the way to 11. It's shooting up just like Bitcoin. So it's not just Bitcoin. You can get exposure to Bitcoin. You can get exposure to cryptos through other assets in the stock market, like Robinhood, which is up 8% today and up about 30% in the last month. Look at this. Up about 30%, not even in the last month. In the last couple weeks, Robinhood has made a move from $8 to $11. So put them on your radar, put them on your watch list. They are heating up because Bitcoin's hot, cryptos are hot, and you can buy Bitcoin and cryptos on Robinhood. Makes sense, right? NEO. Okay, this has nothing to do with Bitcoin, but this is electric vehicles. This is an electric vehicle stock. It's been beat up all year. It's starting to make a move. It's up 7% today. So keep your eye on NEO as it's starting to make a move from the bottom. As you can see, it's been as high as $15 this year. And the bottom is right around where it's bouncing off of, which is around $7. So I would try to really buy this if it gets back to that $7 range. But even at $8, it's not that bad, especially if it goes back to 15. Because if you can get into NEO at 8 and it goes to 15, you're pretty much going to double your money. Nothing wrong with doubling your money, right? So put NEO on your radar, on your watch list, electric vehicles out of Asia, and I think it has a huge gap to fill, and it's one that I'm watching. Square. I've been talking to you guys about Square. It's starting to make this move off a bottom, and it's really gaining steam because it's been one of those stocks that's been beat up, but now Bitcoin's doing well. Square owns Bitcoin, and now Square is climbing. These are daily candles. You can see it's been up now for like 2 to 3 weeks straight, going up every single day and up another almost 7% today. So put Square on your radar, on your watch list. It is definitely benefiting from Bitcoin, and I believe that this trend will continue. Curaleaf, this is a cannabis stock, but it's heating up. See these daily candles and see all the green? It's moving in the right direction. If you're looking for a cannabis stock, that's hot. Curaleaf, C-U-R-A in Canada, C-U-R-L-F in America. It's hot, it's heating up, and I believe that this momentum could continue. Because if we look at the one-year chart, you can see it's been higher before. And if you look at the all-time chart, you can see it's been way higher before. So definitely a lot of opportunity here on Curaleaf. I believe you need to put them on your radar and put them on your watch list. One of the hot stocks of the last couple weeks. Now, speaking of Bitcoin stocks, Mara. Mara is a Bitcoin miner. It's one of the top Bitcoin miners in America. And they are starting to heat up. As the price of Bitcoin's going up, so is the price of Mara. You can see it's starting to go up. It's up 5% on the day. So as Bitcoin moves, Mara will move higher. So make sure you put them on your radar, put them on your watch list. This is, to me, not something I'd buy long-term, but it's a momentum trade. And if Mara dips, you could buy it. And if it rips, you can sell it. And I would treat it like that. Just something that I use to make money. Wouldn't wouldn't fall in love with this stock. Not looking to hold it forever, but I would buy it on dips, sell it on rips. Mara, M-A-R-A, and it is gaining steam. PayPal. It's one of my top 10 stocks. I told you guys about PayPal. I've been talking about Square and PayPal. I've been saying that PayPal and Square are undervalued. I've been saying that Square and PayPal are going to go higher. I've been saying that I like PayPal. I've been saying PayPal has exposure to Bitcoin. And look what PayPal is doing. It's starting to climb just like Square, and I think it has a lot of room to run. If we go to the all-time high on PayPal, it's been as high as $280. It's at $60. I think we're going to test those all-time highs in the future. I think Square and PayPal are secret weapons for 2022. And if Bitcoin continues its move, which I believe it will, with Bitcoin ETFs getting approved and Bitcoin halving coming, I think Square and PayPal are secret weapons that can make us a lot of money, and it'd be silly for you to miss out on the run. Snapchat. So speaking of stocks that are starting to make a move off a bottom, Snapchat. Snapchat is starting to make this move. You can see it's starting to really make this move from $8 to 15. It's already doubled in a very short period of time. See that move? Look at that move. This is daily candles. All right. And you can see it started making that move in October. And since October, it's gone up from $8 to 15. So it's pretty much doubled since October. So nice move for Snapchat, very bullish. In the last couple months, it's only had a few red days, more green than red days, a lot of momentum for Snapchat. A lot of people are rolling into Snapchat. There's a great opportunity here to make money on Snapchat. And then if we look at the 1-year chart on Snapchat, you can see, the 5-year, you can see Snapchat's been as high as $72. We're at 15 bucks. If this goes back to $70, you're going to make like a 5x on your money. I love making a multiple on my money. If I can make 5x on a Snapchat, why the hell not, right? So put Snapchat on your radar, on your watch list. It's one to definitely watch. Tesla. Now, Tesla has Cybertrucks going out, which is bulletproof, which looks like a tank. I mean, Elon Musk is getting ready for Armageddon. He's got his trucks ready. So if you want a tank, you can now buy a Cybertruck. So Tesla's been climbing, and Tesla also owns Bitcoin. And they own Bitcoin at 39,000. So with Bitcoin now at 44,000, Tesla's up on its Bitcoin investment. So Tesla's going up, and it's up 3% on the day. And I think with Bitcoin going up and with Cybertrucks being sold right now, we may see Tesla continue to go higher. Uber. Uber's been one of the top hot stocks of the year. You can see it's gone up from $19 all the way up to 60 bucks. So it's been a huge winner. Congratulations to anyone that got in on Uber. And I believe that this momentum will continue on Uber. Why? Because they've got great ride-sharing program, and everybody loves to use Uber Eats. So I think Uber will continue to go higher. Put them on your radar. Put them on your watch list. A technology company not involved with Bitcoin, but maybe in the future they'll accept Bitcoin for payments. Pay your Uber Eats with Bitcoin. Pay your Uber with Bitcoin. I see it. I see it. It's coming. Don't be surprised when it happens. And remember where you heard it first. BITF. Okay, this is a Bitcoin miner. It's starting to really climb. You can see it's up 3% on the day. Go to the last month and look at this chart. See that bullish move? So it's making a bullish move in correlation with Bitcoin. It's doubled. It was at $1 just a couple of weeks ago. It's gone from $1 to $2 in a couple of weeks. That's the type of price action you can see with Bitcoin stocks when Bitcoin makes a move. So that's why I think you need to really be aware of all the Bitcoin stocks that exist, because there's a lot of money to be made in these stocks. GBTC, my number one Bitcoin stock for December, my number one Bitcoin stock that I think everybody should own, everybody should hold, everyone should buy. Remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for information and education purposes. I'm not telling you to buy this stock. I'm saying that I think you should try to buy it and hold it and own it, because this is physically buying Bitcoin. This company physically holds 660,000 Bitcoin. 660,000 Bitcoin this company holds. So they hold as much Bitcoin as anyone on the planet. So if you want to actually buy physical Bitcoin, you could buy GBTC, and you can see this has gone from $7 this year to $35. That's 500% upside on GBTC in 1 year. 500% upside on GBTC in 1 year. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust GBTC, in my opinion, an absolute rocket and a brand new 52-week high again today. So it's the highest it's been in the last year. Nicole says, this is so funny. I literally was on my Webull account putting in a limit order for Mara. Then you started speaking on it. Well, yeah, Mara is one of the top Bitcoin miners in America. It's very volatile, goes up and down. My suggestion on Mara is buy it when it dips, sell it when it rips. So it's smart that you're putting a limit order, trying to buy it as low as possible. All right, talking about Bitcoin stocks and Bitcoin miners, BTBT. Bit Digital is another Bitcoin miner. And look at this move. Look at this move up. See that move? You can see the 1 year chart. You can see it's clearly been going up. And then just recently here in the last couple of weeks, you can see that it is also climbing. So big move here on BTBT from $2 all the way to 340. As Bitcoin has made a big move up, BTBT follows. So these are all small cap Bitcoin miners that you can buy. They're stocks that if Bitcoin moves up, these will move up too. Put them on your radar, put them on your watches. I'm not telling you to buy them, but be aware of them. And if Bitcoin explodes, I fully expect that a lot of these coins and a lot of these stocks will follow suit. I said coins because I was thinking about Coinbase. Speaking of hot stocks, Coinbase has been one of the hottest stocks of the year, going from $31 to now at $141. Coinbase is the largest crypto exchange in America. It's public, so it's regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. They're also the chosen brokerage house where all the large Bitcoin ETFs, including BlackRock, are going to be custodying their Bitcoin, which means they're going to be putting all of their Bitcoin at Coinbase. I think that is extremely bullish for Coinbase. I think the price of Coinbase has a chance to absolutely explode. And you can see Coinbase has been as high as $400 when it first came out, dropped to $30. It's now back to 141, and it's going in the right direction. If Bitcoin continues to go higher, which I fully expect it will, I expect to see Coinbase go higher as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see $200, $300, maybe even $400 in 2024 or 2025 for Coinbase. I'm not saying it's going to stay up there, but as long as the hype and the momentum continues with Bitcoin, I fully expect that the hype and the momentum will continue with Coinbase as well. So be aware of Coin, C-O-I-N, Coinbase, the largest crypto exchange in America, one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world, and they are fully regulated, compliant, and public, which means when you're a public company, you have to be fully transparent. So I like the fact that Coinbase is out there for us and the investors to be able to profit from. So don't sleep on Coinbase. Meta. All right, so Meta is Facebook. Meta, formerly Facebook, and they're at $319. They've been one of the hottest stocks of the year. I think we need to wait for Meta to have a pullback. I think it's a little bit too expensive for me at these prices. But if Meta has a pullback and they get back to the $100 range, maybe the $200 or $150 range, maybe then I'd be a buyer. But $319, I can't do it. I can't do it. Gold is over $2,000. It's at $2,029. So it's holding this $2,000 mark. This is very bullish for gold. If gold can stay above 2,000 and go higher, this could be a massive bullish cycle, super cycle for gold and precious metals. So keep your eye on gold and gold stocks. I'll keep my eye on it as well. And I'll keep you updated on anything that happens with gold. But it's going to be interesting to see if it can hold. I don't think it will, but you never know. We're in a crazy market right now where the stocks are up, Bitcoin's up, gold's up, everything's up, but oil's down. So that's just where we're at. So this might continue. Gold might continue higher. We did hit an all-time high for gold this week. So it might go higher. Bitcoin's hot. Stock market's hot. Gold's hot. Oil's not. That's where we're at. All right, Riot. Speaking on Bitcoin stocks and Bitcoin miners, another similar to Mara is Riot. Riot is another Bitcoin miner currently at $15. You can see it's been as low as $3 in the last year, been as high as almost 20. So it does these crazy moves up and down, and right now it's around 15. So it's closer to the high of the year than it is the low. So be careful. But if this dips back down under $10 or back under $5, I think it would be a good buy. And if Bitcoin goes higher, Riot will go higher. If Bitcoin goes down, Riot will go down. And that's how you have to trade it. And you got to treat it as such. These are very volatile stocks, lots of ups and downs, just like Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin goes higher, expect that Riot will follow suit. And crazy thing about Riot is we go to all-time highs. You can see Riot's been really, really high. Okay. Crazy high. It's been as high as $2,000. So obviously I don't expect that to happen again, but definitely has room to go higher. But I'd like to buy it on a dip because I just feel like it's moved up a lot with the price of Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin just dropped below 44,000. Probably won't last because it's going up. People are selling at 44,000. Then it goes down, then people buy it again. Then it goes up and people are selling at 44,000. Then it goes down and people buy it again. We're sitting at 43,981. But I fully expect that Bitcoin will probably go higher because that's where the momentum is going. It's going up. We're getting more buying than selling, and it's supply and demand. And there's only 21 million Bitcoin. So when there's more buying than selling, the price will go up. If there's more selling than buying, then the price will go down. So we are getting a lot of selling at 44,000, which is totally understandable. This was at 16,000 to start the year. We're at 44,000. So if you're at 16,000 and it goes to 44,000, it's totally understandable that people are selling. You're up a lot. You're up almost 200% on the year. Nothing wrong with taking profits, especially at Christmas time. But once we get through all of that selling at 44,000, we going right at 45,000, baby. So we're right at 43,958. But I fully expect that once we get rid of all this selling at 44,000, we're going to shoot right to 45,000. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on all of that as it happens. All right. Now, speaking of Bitcoin, MicroStrategy's CEO, Michael Saylor, is one of the largest advocates of Bitcoin and biggest fans of Bitcoin. And all this company does is buy Bitcoin. I think they just bought another 15 or 16,000 Bitcoin. They have about 170,000 Bitcoin. So MicroStrategy is currently at $575. It was at $100 this year. It's now at almost $600. That's a 5x on your money. And all they do is buy Bitcoin. Pretty smart business model right now. I heard that they are up $2 billion on their Bitcoin purchases. Their average price, I think, is about $29,000. And with Bitcoin at $44,000, MicroStrategies is up $2 billion on their Bitcoin investments, and they're a $575 stock. And they are proving that you can be a Bitcoin-only business and be very, very successful. So MicroStrategy symbol is MSTR, and they are absolutely on fire. As the price of Bitcoin goes up, MicroStrategies goes up. Google. All right, Google at $131. I really like Google. It was one that I bought last year on the dip, sold them this year on the rip. I'm just looking for another dip on Google. If it dips back down to that $100 range, I will 100% be a buyer. At these levels, not really that interested. But if it gets to like 120, 110 or lower, then I'll definitely be a buyer. Apple, largest market cap stock in the world. Apple is the Bitcoin of the stock market, and Bitcoin is the Apple of the crypto market. Bitcoin is the largest market cap crypto in the world by far, almost at 54% of the entire crypto market. And Apple is the largest market cap stock on the planet. Why? They got like 300 billion in cash. That's why. So Apple is a major player. Love them. Traded them. Bought them last year on the dip. Sold them this year on the rip. I'd like to buy Apple if it goes back under 150. I'll be a buyer. But at these prices, it's too rich for me. Roblox. I told you guys I like Roblox. I told you it was too cheap. I told you it was going higher. And look, 2 months in a row in the green, starting to go up with a huge gap to fill. I haven't bought it yet, but this is one that I'm eyeing to buy. NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA at $460, a little bit too expensive for me. I like the company. Been one of the biggest players of the day, one of the biggest winners of the year, the number one chip stock in the world, and the number one AI stock in the world is NVIDIA. Put them on your radar. Put them on your watch list. $460 stock. Too rich for me at these levels. But if it goes to like 400 or less, maybe 350, maybe then I would consider a buy. Amazon, one that I bought last year on the dip, sold them this year on the rip, was a big winner for me. And I think they're a little bit rich right now. If they get to that 120 or lower mark, I'll be a buyer. Ethereum, told you guys they're my second largest crypto holding, and I'm celebrating as Ethereum continues to do well. COMT is starting to drop with the price of oil dropping. This is a large dividend payer, a 30% annual dividend payer. They're going to be paying out their dividend pretty soon. Oil is dropping, and that's why COMT is dropping, which might be a buying opportunity for COMT. KSCP, This is one of my AI stocks that I brought to you guys. Had a big rip, doing a little bit of a pullback. Put them on your radar. Put them on your watch list. Nightscope Inc. AI autonomous vehicles. Oil back down to $69. Been a crazy up and down year for oil, which you can see I've been marking it here. And now we're on this downward trajectory. So we were at $95 not too long ago, and now we've gone all the way from $95, maybe 2 months ago, all the way down to $69. So if you're looking at getting into oil, now's the time to buy. Very simple. I take all the emotion out of it. Oil is down, now's the time to buy oil. Gold is up, that's the time to sell. Bitcoin's up, maybe a time to take some profits. It's up. When stocks are up, Bitcoin's up, gold's up, I'm going to tell you to sell. When oil's down, I'm going to tell you to buy. The rich system is you buy low, you sell high. Now's the time to buy oil. Simple. All right. Here's another Bitcoin miner, Hut 8 Corp, symbol Hut, H-U-T. They've been climbing with the price of Bitcoin climbing. You can see here over the last month. You can see the move up here. So definitely one to watch. Put Hut on your radar and on your watch list. SKUR, this is a cybersecurity stock. Put them on your radar. Put them on your watch list. SKUR in Canada. SWISF in America. Here's a stock view that's been kind of doing well over the last little bit. Put them on your radar. Put them on your watch list. All right. Let's see if there's any other picks that I can give you guys before we say goodbye. Let me find a couple hot ones for you guys. All right. MLGO and SERA. All right. MLGO and SERA. All right. So these are two of the hottest stocks of the day. MLGO at 153% up on the day. Now, if we look at the 1 year chart, you can see it has been higher. Well, way higher at like $46. Let's just say $35. And it's been lower all the way down to $1.25 and currently up to $6 and gaining steam. So definitely put it on your radar, put it on your watches. MLGO, one of the big players of the day. Look at that huge candle. Now, I don't like to chase green, but what I do is I'll take the stock, put them on my radar, put them on my watch list, read the company, read the news, learn about the management, learn about their products, and put them on my radar and watch for a dip. And if I want to get in, I'll buy them when they dip. That's usually how I do it. I don't usually buy a stock when it's up 153%. That's not what I do. I like to wait for them to drop. And then if I really like them, I buy them when they drop. And then I wait for them to pop. And then when they pop, I sell. Simple. All right, Sarah, SERA, another one that's had a huge move today, up 231%. Put Sarah on your radar and on your watches. SERA up 231% on the day. Now you can see it's at a 52-week high for the year. So beware, be careful. I don't like to buy anything at a 52-week high because typically it will sell off. But anything can happen in these markets. It might go higher. Anything's possible. But literally today, trading at a 52-week high. So please beware. Not a great idea, in my opinion, to buy something up 230% at a 52-week high. Because if I'm a short trader, I'm looking for those types of picks that are at a 52-week high, and up 230% so I can short it down. So be careful. Not to say that it won't go higher. Anything's possible, but I wouldn't do it. That's just me. I'm your host of the most. I'm your boy. Am I profitable? I'm very profitable. Extremely profitable. So profitable that I do this for a living. I trade for a living. And my name is Rich from Rich TV Live and the Rich TV Live podcast. And I hope you learned a lot from today's show. And I wanted to talk to you guys about Bitcoin. I hope you guys learned a little bit about Bitcoin. I hope you guys start positioning yourself in Bitcoin, whether it's Bitcoin ETFs that are coming, Bitcoin related stocks, or physical Bitcoin, which you can own at Coinbase. You can own at crypto.com. If you're in Canada, you can own it at NDAX. So if you ever have any questions, feel free to message me or reach out to me. It's Rich from Rich TV Live. You can go to our website at richtv.io. Feel free to message me there and join us, and we can talk about it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm always watching the markets. I'm always watching Bitcoin. I'm always watching the stock market, and I hope you're watching too. Hope you have a great day. Guys, we are literally 19 days away from Christmas. Can you believe it? It's absolutely crazy. Thank you for watching. Hope you are taking advantage of this bull market in Bitcoin. I am. I hope you are as well. And if you're not, well, I guess you'll just have to wait for the next bull market. All right. Thank you for watching. I'm your host of the most, your boy Rich from Rich TV. If you're not winning, you're probably not watching. We're bringing the winners. We bring them to you first. We bring you CEO interviews, breaking news, trending topics, the biggest news in the world of sports and finance. I'm your host of the most, your boy Rich from Rich TV, and I'm out. Peace.